sick all night, feeling like hell. However, I'm going to come on here and clear something up that is incorrect. And I did expect it. So, gather around and we'll get right to it.
No, no chance. No, no dance. No, no chance. No, no dance. No, no chance. Give me second chances.
That's so cool!
I won! Yay! Ow! Ow! My
Okay, I'm going to make this quick. I'm not even going to tell you what I was doing earlier, but it involved the toilet and gagging a lot. So I was half asleep. And of course, this is expected. Look, I'm going to get right to it. I'm not going to be mean about anyone. Hey, Tammy, I'm not going to cut anyone down because that's what I'm trying to avoid. Hi, guys. Plus, I'm on NyQuil, so that probably maybe makes me a little bit more prone to cut somebody down. So I'm going to be more careful about it. So basically, I don't care. Hey, Amber, I don't care if somebody was talking about me or, people. None of that is important right now over in Natasha's chat. But I got plenty of texts saying that, of course, Natasha's upset. But let me tell you something. Let me remind you of something first. I am the type of person where if I disagree with you on something, I'm going to come straight to you about it. And I'm going to be polite about it. And a couple of days ago, I don't know, whenever she got in a fight with, that's because I'm sick in bed, Julia. That's probably why. I disagreed the way she handled some things, a lot of things lately. And I went directly to her. I did not come on YouTube and talk about it. I went to her as a friend and I said, look, I know this is going to upset you. And I told her how I felt. I told her. And basically what I said was, I don't agree with the way she went about things. It's like she had a list ready for Scarlett to drag her. And apparently she's had a list ready for me as well. And that's okay. But I wanted to talk to her when I reached out to her. I want to say almost a week ago is when that happened. And I wanted to talk to her about some things that I disagreed with. It's been on my mind. And I wanted to talk to her because that's the reason I haven't gone into her chats and stuff like that. That's what humans do. That's what friends do, is they talk things out. They let people know instead of being fake and, talking shit behind her back. I didn't do that. I went to her. And I let her know that I had a problem and I wanted to talk about it. And I told her to call me and we can talk about it more. She never did. She did, however, go on her channel a couple of times and talk about me. A number of times without saying my name. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, obviously she, welcome, Julia, is venting and that's fine, but she hasn't contacted me back. So whatever. So, I am trying to clean my act up. I understand when I get in fights with people on here, I've been mean. I've said disgusting stuff. I've dragged people and it's put me in bad predicaments. Okay. Hi, Mom. It's put me in bad predicaments. And so, yeah, I'm ashamed of the way I cuss people out when I've been angry at them. A lot of the things I've said have been mean. However, I do try to work it out when I care about somebody, and that's exactly what I did with her. So I also have disagreed with many other things, and you know what? That's between me and her. I'm not even gonna get you guys involved with that and sit here and trash her and be like, I don't like this and I don't like that. But one thing that I've grown uncomfortable with on my channel as well is dragging people. And look, cussing people out's one thing. Hey, poop stain, cussing people out's one thing. Firing back, we all get frustrated. I get it. I've been there. I've done it. I've also dragged people. Okay. but it doesn't become pleasant when it's nightly and often. And one thing about Miss Portland that I saw somebody being upset and angry, and Miss Portland has not said the nicest things about other people as well. But just putting her image up on the screen and making fun of her and stuff, I'm against that. And I tried telling Natasha that as well, privately, not on YouTube. I've tried bringing that to her attention. So, and Brooke, you don't have to pick sides, okay? Yes, perplexed, you can. That's fine. There's I'm not trying to make sides. What I'm telling you is I've had some issues I wanted to bring to her attention. And as friends, normally you should be able to say, okay, well, I disagree with you. Thanks for bringing it to my attention. But I disagree with you. I'm not going to change the way I do stuff and move on. But the main reason I wanted to bring it up to her is this is why you're not seeing me in your chats anymore. Not to start a problem. The whole point, listen, I would be fake and I would be a liar if I had all of this stuff that I disagree with Natasha about and I didn't tell her about it and then went and talked shit behind her back. I would rather go straight to her and tell her. Now, one thing, the reason I hopped on here is because someone's like, dude, she's talking about your fundraiser. She's talking about saying you lied and said your fundraiser wasn't what it was for. Even though I'm sick, I'm gonna turn on my camera for this. First of all, legally, I have said since the very beginning that I cannot give details legally about what's going on. Now, my friends, like Laura, my close friends, Natasha, those people know because it's not going and spreading rumors or talking about it. Those are people I've vented about what I'm personally going through in my legal situation. So for her to say I lied to you guys about it, yes, I do have a huge problem with you saying that, Natasha, because I haven't lied to anybody. I've been transparent through my entire legal process. And I actually, if you look, and I think I even talked about this on a community post and in a live stream, I said, I have, I have full transparency coming to you. Okay. And that is probably as soon as tomorrow or Tuesday. I'm waiting to get the go ahead on it. Nothing about my legal situation has been fake. So for her to, like, this is what I'm talking about. This is why I had a problem with how quickly she turned on Scarlett. And I went straight to her to tell her that she had it's like, wow, you had all that mean stuff saved up to say about her. Where did that come from? That's what I wanted to discuss with her and let her know I don't agree with how you're handling this. And she's talked about me a number of times and said, I don't care if you're my friend. If you have something that you disagree with, keep it to yourself. Well, that would be being fake. I'm not going to keep it to myself. I'm going to tell you that I don't agree with you. Love you, Amy. And it's okay to disagree with people. It is okay. You could still be friends with people that you disagree with. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I don't ever run a fever, and I'm at 99.4 last time I checked about 20 minutes ago. Tried to stick up for you, and she flipped out on me. And you know what? I don't even, it's not even a situation that required, the reason that I posted that in my community post is because she was talking about me again. And I messaged her and she wouldn't respond. So I'm not trying to fight with anybody. That is, listen, once you find out everything about my situation, you'll know why I have learned a lesson and have been learning a lesson through my situation. Again, I cannot talk about my situation until it's confirmed with Chris Ponce, my attorney. People have already contacted him. He said once I signed the agreement letter with him, I could put it on a billboard if I wanted to. I don't see why there's a problem being transparent about your legal funds. Which I will say something. This is what I'm going to say. I did start backing away from her little while ago, I messaged Natasha when I started my legal fund, wanting advice, kind of letting her know what's going on. And she was probably at about 15,000 on her fund at this point. You know what she told me? I'm wasting my time. That's all I'm going to say. If I'm wasting my time, then why did you continue to raise the additional 5,000 is my question. That's another thing I brought up to her privately because I expect a little bit of transparency out of a friend who's doing a fund as well. But I've been completely transparent with everybody close in my life about what's going on. And my situation is a sticky one to where I can't talk about the details publicly. I cannot, and I will not until we're getting very close and you will know where your money went. And it did all go to the lawyer. Absolutely. And it is not over yet, just so you know. So, again, that's what I'm talking about. Why is she so quick to say such horrible things about her friends? Scarlett being one, now me, there's Case. You know what? I don't have anything horrible to say about her. At this point, I will say that privately when I'm venting to my friends because unlike her, and this is another problem I had with her, I told her, you're complaining about having headaches and your blood pressure every day, but every single day is a dragging session. Every single day is screaming at somebody and fighting. And I've been trying to get away from that. You guys, the ones that don't like me may not believe me, but I have been. I truly have. And this situation, this is an answered prayer from God, the entire legal situation that I've been going through, because it has taught me to shut my big mouth when needed. It has. And to control my temper when I'm angry. And I have wonderful friends like Lokamai and Amber and Gulf Coast and all them that are willing that if I'm angry to say, hey, why don't we set up a private StreamYard so you could vent or a group phone call so you don't go on YouTube screaming at people. And those are true friends. So I have nothing mean to say about Natasha. I actually wanted to talk to her about the problems I had with her because that's usually what makes a friendship stronger is honesty and saying, "Hey, you know what? Something's really been bugging me lately about you and this is what's going on. This is, can we talk about it?" Do you think I got a phone call from her? No, I got a mean text and a bunch of passive aggressive statements said about me on her channel. So that I'm going to continue when I have issues if you're my friend to tell you. And yeah, there's plenty that you probably have towards me as well and my real friends tell me all the time. Amber, Lokamai, I mean there's so many to name. Laura, when I had my drinking moments, Laura's like there's no fucking excuse. You cannot drink alcohol. Don't. Those are honest friends. And I don't want to hear some things they say sometimes, but it sure the heck helps. It really does help. And I can't sit there and bite my tongue and I'm not going to kiss someone's ass because I'm scared of them getting angry at me. I already knew by reaching out to Natasha privately that she would be mad. In fact, I think that's how my first message started to her saying, you're probably going to get mad about this, but here's how I feel. And I'm sorry, I don't want to offend you. Um, she could even, I don't even mind if she plays it on her channel. Everything that I said to her, it was not mean. But instead of picking up the phone and responding to me, she's gone to her channel and it talked horribly. But here's the thing, you're not going to lie about me and say that all of a sudden now that you are mad that I was honest with you, that now my legal fund is crap. No, that's not nice, Natasha. That is the shady shit that I've been disagreeing with you lately of doing stuff to people like that when you're angry. And listen, I'm not going to hate her or anything like that. But I was listening just now before I came on, and she said, when Robbie sent that message to me, it broke my heart. Well, of course. And I apologize if it hurts your feelings, but that is the honest truth. Let me ask you, Natasha, would you rather me be fake to your face and be like, oh my God, Natasha, you're the best. I love you. Everything you do is wonderful. And then go and talk shit behind your back and you have to find out from somebody else that I'm talking shit? Would you rather that? Or would you rather me come straight to you and say, you know what? Here's the problem. You're going to get mad. I understand if you do, but I cannot hold it in because I completely disagree with you on a lot of things you've been doing lately. There's no hatred along with disagreeing. Well, I'm not a yes man if when it comes to something where my morals. Listen, you guys, I talk about this all the time. Clearly, and Natasha's a very busy person, but clearly she doesn't watch my channel when I talk about stuff. And when I snap and then I feel bad. And that's a problem I've been trying to work on is snapping on people and then apologizing and trying to find a middle ground with myself to say, hey, when is there a point for me to shut my mouth and how can I still get my feelings out when I'm angry without hurting other people's feelings? And I've hurt a lot of people's feelings. And that's something I'm trying to change. And even Natasha the other day said, I understand that you're trying to change your ways or reinvent yourself. No, it's not reinventing myself. I've always felt bad when I've said mean stuff to people. I may not have shown it because I'm calling people the C word and all sorts of other stuff while I'm doing it. But I am trying to listen. I had my own problems. Natasha knows what I'm going through. Lots of my close friends know what I'm going through. And it's teaching me. It's a blessing in disguise. And it's teaching me not to go low and it's teaching me when to care and when not. And in this situation, this is something that I cared about and I do care about. But just because you're angry, Natasha, does not mean you need to go on and be like, his fundraiser's fake or he's lying to you. I'm not lying about anything. And you guys will see that this week for sure. You'll see everything, all of it. Where's all the stuff that you're doing, Natasha? Can we have a little bit of transparency from you? Because I will tell you something with my lawyers. My lawyer is there are things that he's told me, yeah, don't talk about that or don't say that. But I can tell you what, he wasn't going to help me without the $2,000 retainer, which he lowered for me. He would not show up in court with me until I hit the $5,000 retainer, which I paid for by myself the remainder. And thank you to everybody else that helped me with the rest of it. So that's all I can say for now about that until I get the go ahead. But Natasha, just because you're angry, you do not need to lie about me because I'm not over here lying about you and I don't plan on it. But this is the behavior that I've witnessed that she's been doing to other people lately. And I'm like, oh, and I knew she would do it to me if she got mad at me. I'll take the bite. People warned me. That's fine. But I also have to experience things for myself. I don't just not talk to somebody um, just because, they're talking to somebody I hate or whatever. So, and as far as Siren, I love Siren, okay? But let me tell you something. I've spoke to him also and been like, dude, he's upset because people make videos about him and all this other stuff. And I'm just like, Siren, listen, when you sit on a panel every night and you're laughing at someone in their negligee or all of that stuff, I understand firing back at people. I've done it plenty of times, but going hard every night like that, we can't complain. I can't complain about the people making videos about me because I've been mean to them as well. Okay. Now there are people that have made videos about me that I've never even met them or spoke about them. And yeah, that probably I didn't deserve. But all I've said to him is, Siren, when you're sitting there and you're condoning it and you're going along with it, that's why these people are putting, if you don't want people to come after you anymore, you got to stop engaging in harassing them and talking shit and cutting them down. What I've learned that I've had to do. It's a shitty feeling because you got to swallow your pride and be like, oh, okay, I can't get the last word, but I want to get the last word. The last word is shit. Okay. Let people have the last word. But with me, I'm trying to change as far as being present on YouTube and learning that I don't need to have the last word. That I don't need to respond to people that I have no idea who they are making videos about me. And I don't need to fight with them. And I don't need to cut them down. Because let me tell you a flaw that I have. When I get angry at people, my first go to is to go for the jugular and cut them down for their looks, cut them down for anything I can because I'm hurt and I want to hurt their feelings. I speak about that all the time on my channel. And that is something that I'm trying to fix with myself. And it's not easy because I'm a stubborn asshole. Yeah, and that's what I'm trying to do is to just avoid and there's it's hard. I understand what Natasha goes through and here's another thing I'm going to say about her, okay? Natasha has said a number of times, nobody goes through what I go through on here. Nobody knows the feeling and don't experience it. Well, maybe not on your level, but people make videos about me daily, multiple different channels. So you're neglecting your friends around you. And not only that, Natasha, but people are going after people that are on panel with you and people in your chat. So if you wanted it to stop, then you would stop. That's all I was trying to say to you. That is what I was trying to bring to your attention that maybe you didn't see. Maybe you do. I don't know. But as your friend, I'm not going to lie and have these shitty feelings about you and not say them to you because it's the honest truth. Okay. I don't want to say her name. I don't know what you're talking about there, but I just wanted to say that I'm not trying to be a dick. I was trying to go about it in an honest way. And, it's hard to confront people that don't like hearing stuff about themselves. I don't either. When people tell me, and my friends tell me all the time, I have wonderful friends, Robbie, maybe you should take it to a private, chat, or maybe you shouldn't have said that. It doesn't feel good, them telling me that, but it's because they care and it's the honest truth. So I'm just being honest. I have no hatred or anger. I am upset that you have to sit there and talk about, like, turn around and say, oh, his legal fight, he's not telling you what it's for. Oh, trust me, you will know exactly what it's for. Everybody will know exactly what it's for, but I don't have the go ahead yet. I just posted about this the other day. So you're not going to hear about it because legally I can't. But don't lie about me, Natasha, just because you're mad. I would appreciate it if you kept to being like, just go your way and I can go mine. That's fine. But you don't need to like lie about me. I don't appreciate that. Well, I can tell you, Chip and Giggles, that I messaged my attorney 2 days ago on Friday, and he said, can't talk to you Monday. So I don't know anything about her attorneys. Nobody knows anything about her attorneys but her. That's between her, God, and her attorneys. But I don't know. I just feel with her situation that I won't get into her legal fund, but that's another thing I wanted to bring up with her is just maybe a little bit of transparency. And I know that would have pissed her off. So I'm not even going there. If whatever she's doing is between her, God, and her attorneys at this point. I did have questions about it and red flags that I wanted to address with her. And as a friend, you'd think they'd be like, oh, okay, well, this or that. I can't even talk to her about that because I can't even talk to her about how I feel about the way she treats people. And I did it in a very polite way. So sorry for being honest with you, Natasha. I'm sorry. But anyways, guys, I've got to go to sleep because I really feel like shit. Um, and I wasn't going to say anything. Look, I said this to her days ago privately. Nobody heard a peep. Wasn't talking about it. But she, I'm sorry, but passive aggressively has talked about me a number of times instead of going directly to me. So I can't do anything about that, but try to communicate with people. And that's what I tried to do in this situation is tried to communicate. It's painful communicating to somebody that you don't like something about them, but if you feel it, you have to tell them. Otherwise, you're being, I don't want to be fake. So thank you. I'll get some good rest, but that's all I wanted to say. I'm not going to continue saying anything because that's my response. Natasha, since you don't want to communicate and talk to me about what I came personally to you to address, that is fine. I accept that, but do not lie about me. Happy belated birthday, Dave. All right, guys, I hope you have a good night, and I love you, and I'll talk to you later.
No, no chance, no